All right, guys, we're gonna do a live glucose reading. Just waiting for the device. I don't like needles, but here we go. Science.
Yes, science!
I don't know how this works. Maybe it's pressing the button here. Hold on a sec. Haven't had anything to drink or eat. We just walked to the pharmacy and they actually gave us for free this glucose meter because they want people to become diabetic and get a lifetime supply of these strips. Okay, so the device is ready. Ow! There we go. All right, get the blood. Doing it for you guys. Oh, can I see your blood sugar readings? Here we go. All right, it's ready. How do we do this? Okay, countdown. 3, 2, 1. 77. What does that mean, guys? I'm fasted. Let's get the little usual manual. Where are the readings? Can we Google this? 77. Here we go, guys. 77. And it's what time is it, guys? All right. 11:14 in the AM. Nothing to drink, nothing to eat. 77. What does that mean? Oh, thank you. A blood glucose level of 77 milligrams per deciliter before a meal is considered within the normal range for a non-diabetic individual. All right? Where's my diabetes, guys? Where's my diabetes? I've been trying to get it for years. You have to understand that diabetes is caused by excess dietary fat. Everybody that's on my comments, oh, diabetes, vegan deterioration, diabetes. Gold standard for diabetes is the oral glucose tolerance test. So, in other words, if I slam sugar, which I will in a little bit, I'm going to have 200 G's of sugar in a lemonade or orange juice, and I'm going to slam it down. If I measure my blood glucose afterwards, it's going to spike. That's normal. It's going to help the muscle building and repair, okay? The problem is if in half an hour afterwards, or an hour afterwards, or 2 or 3 hours afterwards, my blood glucose stays elevated. That's the gold standard test for diabetes, which you guys are going to start calling me Mystic King because I'm going to predict that my glucose levels will go down a few hours, if not even like minutes, 45 minutes to an hour, 90 minutes tops. My blood glucose will lower again. Okay, just smash that smoothie. Boom, down the hatch. 12:13. We will wait. We will wait until 1 o'clock, and we'll do another glucose meter test. Actually, it should be like 90 minutes. So let me research that. Okay, here we go. It says to check your blood sugar after a meal, it generally recommended to wait 1 or 2 hours after starting to eat, because this is when blood sugar levels typically peak within that time frame after a meal. Your blood sugar levels will increase after eating as your body digests the food and releases glucose into your bloodstream. Checking at peak helps to capture the highest reading after a meal. Okay. When should blood sugar drop back to normal after eating? In healthy individuals, blood sugar typically returns to pre-meal levels within 2 hours after eating. Okay, so I'll see you in 2 hours or 90 minutes. Okay, 2 hours have elapsed. We're back in the science lab
Yeah, Mr. White.
to measure our blood glucose 2 hours after 200 grams of sugar mixed in to a banana smoothie. Okay, I'm gonna get a new strip. Science! Okay. Get the new strip. What do we need? I'm gonna bleed again for you guys. Just for you guys. Alrighty. Here we go. Ow. Only for you guys who say that high sugar diets cause diabetes. Look at that. For you guys. Bleeding.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Three, two, 1. 118. Can we check that value for you guys? A blood glucose level of 118 milligrams per deciliter 2 hours after eating is generally considered normal, especially if you're not diabetic. Time after eating, 2 hours post-meal, blood glucose level. Your 118 milligrams per deciliter reading is well within the healthy post-meal range, indicates your body is handling glucose well, suggests good insulin sensitivity. What can affect this reading? Meal composition, carbs, fiber, fat, protein, physical activity, exercise improves glucose, stress, and sleep. Guys, I did not exercise. I wanted to, but I had to wait for the science for you guys. I didn't even drink water. So now I'm going to smash a liter of water for you guys who say, I don't drink water, or you shouldn't drink too much water. And by the way, before that smoothie, I had a liter of water. So, that's it. Bleeding for you guys. pouring out the blood that shall be used to cleanse the sins of humanity. All right? So, yeah, let's drink some water. Okay, so I've introduced my results into ChatGPT. So, based on the numbers you've provided, your blood sugar regulation appears very healthy and well within the normal ranges. Let's break it down. Fasting blood glucose, 77 milligrams per deciliter. This is excellent. Normal fasting range for non-diabetics is between 70 and 99 milligrams per deciliter. Normal. Your 77 milligrams per deciliter is in the low normal optimum range. Great insulin sensitivity. Good overnight glucose regulation. 2 hours after the oral glucose tolerance test, your value of 118 milligrams per deciliter. This is also normal. The oral glucose tolerance test is more rigorous than a typical meal, as it includes 75 grams of pure glucose. I had 200 mixed with banana smoothies. It was like 6 or 7 bananas. Below 140 milligrams per deciliter is considered normal. I had 118. And this is people who are having 75 grams of pure glucose. I had 200. So, guys. Where's my diabetes? Your 118 milligrams per deciliter result is well below 140, which means you cleared glucose sufficiently, a sign of healthy insulin response. Boom! Insulin response. These muscles, guys, this muscle mass, boom, cleared the glucose. I have excellent glucose partitioning. Pow! This is where the glucose went, guys. Pow! 2 hours after a banana smoothie meal. Bah! Look at that. Muscle on top of muscle on top of muscle. Let's work out, shall we?
Oh, tight, yeah!
But you guys, some of you fat fucks, okay, two euros on the swear jar. Some of you fat people, obese, overweight people, have the same amount of sugar as I do. Do you think your blood glucose is going to stay the same? You don't have the same glycogen partitioning as an elite level athlete. So stop trying to eat like a triathlete. Oh, starch stalls my weight loss. No, it doesn't. What are you having with the starch? Are you having butter? Are you having lean meat with your starch? This is where the problem starts. Because I guarantee you, if you had just rice, potatoes, no salt, keep the sodium levels low, because you have to measure your blood pressure. How's your blood pressure? How's your cholesterol? Everybody doing the sugar diet, we don't even know if you have fatty liver, if you have cholesterol. How's your visceral fat? I did one of those tests at the gym where you grab onto these metal It's a scale and it measures your body fat. I have 4% body fat, guys. 4% body fat. Where's the body? Where's the
Still
fat?
get a little bit leaner.
There's
Get a
no
little bit
fucking
leaner.
fat. No fat. Look at that. It's Glad wrap. I have no fat. This is the outside, right? This is subcutaneous fat. This machine also measured my visceral fat, the fat that's coating my organs, and I had less than 1%. What about you guys? What about the fat people, the obese people? Research Hemsworth. He was the guy that coined the term insulin sensitivity and insulin resistance. That's the cat, Rico. He agrees. He's telling y'all the guy that coined the term insulin sensitivity and insulin resistance determined that excess dietary fat intake, not carbohydrates, was the main cause for insulin resistance. All right? Where's my diabetes, guys? I just did it for you. I just bled for y'all. Does that prove things, guys? Okay, so here we go. Harold Percival Himsworth. Sir Harold Percival Harry Himsworth was a British scientist best known for his medical research on diabetes. Medical career. Let me just free the cat. There you go. This is live, guys, live studies. Himsworth recommended a high carbohydrate diet to treat diabetes. Professor Edwin Gale has noted, he demonstrated that injected insulin produced a greater hypoglycemic response in individuals treated with the high carbohydrate diet, thus demonstrating that diet could influence insulin sensitivity. The high carbohydrate diet worked because it allowed the flow of glucose to the tissues to be maintained at a lower head of pressure by making people more sensitive to their own insulin. Boom! Mic drop. Flex. Boom! Where's my diabetes, guys? Woo! There we go. Y'all go in the comments. Oh, diabetes. I want you guys to go to vegan deterioration or all of these people that are saying that the sugar diet causes diabetes and let them know. Do you even know about Harold Hemsworth? What's his name? Harry Hemsworth? Himsworth. Harry Himsworth. The pioneer, the guy that coined the term insulin sensitivity and insulin resistance, told you guys that a high carbohydrate diet actually makes you more sensitive to insulin. Here we go, ChatGPT. Who was Harold Himsworth? In 1936, Himsworth published a landmark paper distinguishing between insulin-sensitive and insulin-insensitive or resistant form of diabetes. He challenged the prevailing belief that diabetes was caused purely by sugar intake and instead pointed to fat intake as a factor in insulin resistance. Where's my diabetes, guys? Oh, where's my diabetes? Fasted! Look at this fasted energy. Woo! I'm fast. Yeah, woo! Oh. Here we go, guys. We're doing the research. We're doing live science. Science. Look at this. We got the blood pressure machine. We got the diabetes, looking like we're fucking drug addicts here with the needles. I'm still bleeding, guys. I shed some blood for you guys. For you guys who can't fucking figure it out, guys. Here's a quote from Himsworth in 1935. There is a very marked difference in the insulin sensitivity of patients of high-fat diets compared to those on high-carbohydrate diets. Actually, was Himsworth British? Sir Harold Himsworth. Okay, so I'll do a British accent on that quote. Just so you guys get it, okay? There is a very marked difference in the insulin sensitivity of patients on a high-fat diet compared to those on high carbohydrate diets. Why this matters today? His findings align with modern research showing that intramyocellular lipids, or fat inside the muscle cells, can impair insulin signaling. High-fat diets, especially those rich in saturated fat, may contribute to the development of insulin resistance even before high blood sugar appears. Meanwhile, whole food, high carb diets, especially plant-based, you mean vegan? Are being shown in some studies to improve insulin sensitivity and even reverse type 2 diabetes in some cases. Wow. Were they telling y'all to go vegan in the 1935? The guy that discovered diabetes, the guy that coined the term insulin sensitive and insulin resistance, is telling you guys to go vegan because, vegan. People in the comments saying veganism is anti-human. This happens with protein. Can we ask ChatGPT? Does protein, like lean meats, contribute to insulin resistance? We're doing live research, guys, live. ChatGPT, tell us. Excellent question. Lean protein like chicken breast, turkey, fish, or egg whites generally does not contribute significantly to insulin resistance in healthy individuals, aka not fat people, all right? So people on the sugar diet, I'm gonna do lean meats. Brother, you're not healthy. You're fat, you're obese, you're overweight. Doesn't make you a bad person, but it makes you unhealthy, which in turn makes you a bad person. Jokes, guys, jokes. Don't come at me in the comments. I'm trying to help y'all. Here's my hand. Come with me if you want to live. Come, guys, come. Come to Shred City. Healthy City. Guys, you gotta have to stop listening to Mark Bell, Cole Robinson. These guys don't want health. They want just shredded. And they're not injecting fucking insulin needles. They're injecting steroids. And you guys think you have the same glycogen partitioning as somebody with muscles? Especially fat people. Starch stalls my weight loss. I had a little bit of toast. No, you had toast with butter. Be accountable. There we go. Fasted energy. Woo! Look at that. Oh no, I'm feeling a little bit hypoglycemic. Oh no, my blood sugars are going down. Oh. Lock in, guys. Lock the fuck in. Sorry for swearing. I gotta put a euro in the swear jar. It just gets my blood boiling. Okay. Lean protein and insulin response. I'll do the British accent so you guys think it's more legit. Protein does stimulate insulin, but that's not a bad thing. Insulin helps shuttle amino acids into cells for muscle building and repair, just like it shuttles glucose. Lean meats raise insulin mildly, but don't spike the blood sugar. In moderate amounts, protein or neutral, or even beneficial for insulin sensitivity. The problem with lean meat is that it still has saturated fat. It's an animal, guys. It's not the same thing as plant protein like beans. And beans also protein, but the saturated fat is minuscule, almost non-existent. So are you guys, the people who are trying to lose weight, the overweight guys and women who are trying to lose weight, do they have muscle building for repair? No, you have no muscle. You guys are eating like an elite triathlete, slamming sugar and candy while you're overweight. without doing blood tests, how is your cholesterol? Everybody's just, oh, sugar diet to weight loss. How is your cholesterol? How is your glucose? Your fasted glucose? Do you have glucose intolerance? Did you know, can we ask ChatGPT what is the main avenue from which fat leaves your body? I don't need to Google this, but ChatGPT is going to confirm it. Okay? Fat leaves the body primarily through the exhale. Want to burn fat? You have to exhale it out. Only a tiny percentage is excreted through feces and urine. So everybody's breathing it all day. So if you want to accelerate your fat loss on the sugar diet, which should be actually fruit-based, starch-based, and then, okay, at the end of the day, to bump up your calories, you can have added sugar. You can have the candies, especially if you're obese. If you have muscle, then yeah, you can have a fucking candy breakfast. Excuse me for swearing. €3 in the swear jar. We're going to do a video where I'm going to donate the swear jar money to homeless people. Can we get the ChatGPT? All right. Great question. How does fat leave the body? The answer surprises a lot of people. Fat leaves the body primarily through your lungs. Yes, really, when you burn fat, most of it's exhaled as carbon dioxide. Here's how it works. I'm going to do the British accent just for you guys. When your body breaks down stored fat, triglycerides, for energy, it undergoes a process called oxidation. The chemical reaction breaks down fat molecules into carbon dioxide, CO2, which is exhaled through your lungs. Water. Can I get some water? Water, H2O, lost through sweat, urine, and breath vapor. Woo! Yeah, that's how you burn fat. Not by eating sugar. Yeah, that's going to help. That's going to raise your metabolism. But some of you don't have a fast metabolism. So you're better off doing 10,000 steps, bouncing on a trampoline, getting one of these clicker things. Oh, and breathing it out. And what's it? Water. It says it's through sweat, through urine, through breath vapor. If you're not drinking water with your carbs, carbohydrates. Glug, glug, glug. Glug, glug, glug. Example, burning 10 kilograms of fat produces roughly 8.4 kilograms of CO2. You breathe it out. 1.6 kilograms of H2O, which is lost through fluids. So mostly your fat is literally breathed out as invisible gas. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do we get it, guys? Do we need to do more experiments? Okay, we went to the pharmacy today and we got these glucose meters for free. Can you get the other one, please? We got 2 glucose meters for free. Why do you think that? And I was like, well, excuse me, sir, good sir. Thank you for giving us these glucose meters, but I feel bad. I want to pay for something. So I said, no, I want to pay for it. And he goes, no, the companies give us for free because they know that you will have to buy these strips. These strips, you're going to have to pay for it. Without a prescription, it was €18 each. €18. Because I felt bad just leaving the pharmacy with all this free stuff. And he's like, take it. Because they know once you measure your blood that you'll be like, uh-oh, I'm kind of diabetic or pre-diabetic. So I'm hooked for life. I'm going to have to... And another thing, when you go do your blood test, they tell you, please come in fasted. So that most people, oh my God, I'm fasting for my blood test. They draw out blood, the results come out, and your blood glucose is okay. What if they told people to come in with a meal? Everybody would have high cholesterol, everybody would have high sugar, and people would lose their minds. Oh no, we're all diabetic, which is where we're headed. Most people are pre-diabetic and they don't even know it. And they're telling me in the comments, oh my God, you guys are giving yourselves diabetes. I hope this proves people, vegans get emaciated. Oh, where's my emaciated? He looks like he's just wasting away. Why am I wasting away? Do I look like I'm wasting away, guys? Lack of energy. Woo, woo, bah, 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 bah. All right, guys. I hope this clears some questions. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace.